Here we are back at it again. So this is crazy. I had my knee surgery. Gonna talk about that. We'll see on the inside.
Welcome.
Attention, please.
Welcome aboard.
Welcome to the No Comfort Zone podcast. It's time to get out of your comfort zone and live on purpose. Broadcasting to the world from Rockford, Illinois. This is your wake-up call.
Warning.
You are the solutions to all your problems. Stop thinking average. Become the hero version of yourself. Every day, every time, without fail, no exceptions. It all matters. You've entered the No Comfort Zone. It's time for a reality check.
I'm not going to bore you with all the details, but the night before the surgery, or weeks before the surgery, wasn't worried about it at all. The night before the surgery, for whatever reason, I got super scared. It was nothing. Listen, you heard the podcast. You know who I am. I'm a guy who can't take drugs. I'm going to go in for a knee surgery. They prescribe drugs. I'm like, I'm not going to take them. Now I'm getting worried about how am I going to manage the pain and what's going to happen in my life. And I just decided at that point, I got to do this one way or another. This is totally important to me. I want to fix my knee, and I want to do this the right way so I can start training again, so I can really get myself back to a level where I've always wanted to be. And my time's now. So I decided to go under the knife and get the meniscus taken care of and hope to God there's nothing else wrong. Well, guess what? When you get a knee surgery done, they put pain blockers in there of some sort or whatever they do. But the truth and reality of it is when I was out, I didn't feel nothing. I woke up, didn't feel nothing. That night, didn't feel nothing. The next morning, didn't feel nothing. I'm like, this was the best decision I ever made. This surgery was awesome. And then about 1 o'clock today, holy God, the gates of hell opened up and man, the pain came. It's brutal. I really believed I was a badass. Like I conquered this surgery and all that stuff, and reality hit me. This hurts, man. I am in pain, and I'm not going to take anything for it. I'm just going to deal with it. The way I see it, I got 2 days to ice my knee, stay off my knee, and do what I need to do. At least that's what they tell me. But the pain is actually unbelievable. Yeah, I don't have a high pain threshold. Just the way it goes. So I'm asking myself, I've had all this time before to do the right thing and work out and exercise, and I could have done other stuff. I could have worked on my upper body. I could have focused on my diet. But what I did is I let this one thing slow me down. I let this one thing create so many excuses for me. I talk to people on the phone and I would hammer you over the head if you tried to pull this BS with me. And I'm doing it to myself. I realized, I'm telling my wife, it's like, hey, the game's over. Like, as soon as my knee, I can rehab it, I'm going to town again. I'm actually going to go and I'm going to commit and I'm going to get these things in life that I want. I did so great with my weight loss fitness program. I was unrecognizable. My finances, I cleaned up a lot of things. Things are going in the right direction. I'm looking forward to it. My son, and I'm announcing it on this podcast, my 12-year-old, it looks like things are going the right way and he's going to be able to live with me. Mom is letting the custody reverse and I hope this all works out for the better. And I say that because I want to protect the relationship there so they have a good relationship because there's a little bit of tensity in that house. And I do want him to be here for an accountability reason. I just don't have the issue that she has with him that I have here. And I don't know why that is because my son's good, but I can support him in his athletics, his scholastics, and his emotional well-being, as well as making sure he gets tied into the community with good friends. So after 12 years, God's definitely answered my prayers, and I think things are going the right direction. And it's going to benefit everyone, especially my son Max, and I'm super excited about that. I'll be able to work out with him, and that's part of the reason too. He's a pretty good athlete on all fronts. So I've got to keep up with him. And at 51 years old, I can't have a bum knee slowing me down. So I'm ready to take it to the next level. But I'll tell you what, I had an interesting mental thing I went through. I actually started to feel sorry for myself with this whole knee thing. There are people that are dealing with far more adversity than I am, and I'm crying about a knee. Thank God I was able to get the surgery for one. And to deal with a little bit of pain, that's okay. When I came out of anesthesia, I'm so glad nobody was around except for the nurse, because I was weepy. I actually said, I'm so sorry that I let my kids and everybody else down. It was really deep. I'm surprised they said that. But after I woke up, I know where that came from. It came from years and years of me living in the past. You've got to understand that you're going to make mistakes in your life. You've lived a little bit. You're not perfect. You've got to understand, no matter where you listen to this podcast from, whether you're, I mean, there's this, listen, this is crazy. This podcast, 16,000 unique listeners. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. New Jersey, New York, thank you very much. Washington State, Oregon, California, Colorado, just blowing up. Down south, Florida, Minnesota, just thanks for listening. I appreciate it. And if I mentioned, if you're, check in with me again, 773-220-0938. That's my cell, 773-220-0938. Just put what state you're listening from. I would love to know who's listening and from where. Just surreal to me that there's this many people listening, and I appreciate it. Kind emails and let me know you're out there. So hit me up. I'm a person too, and I actually love to hear from you. I'm so grateful at the time and the opportunity that I have to work with you on this podcast. And I just say to myself that after this knee injury, there's a time of chilling out, relaxing, and taking things easy, and I've done that. Then there's a time to go into a no comfort zone. And if you're interested, go to thenocomfortzone.com, get on my calendar so that we can have a conversation and I can share the blueprint. But more importantly, what I want you to do, I want you to join the team Facebook. Go to Dan at the No Comfort Zone so that I can get you set up, because over the next 60 days, I'm going to get you into the No Comfort Zone, and we're going to go through the accountability part where you announce who you are, you tell us what your deal is, and you're going to have nothing but support and mentorship along the way from other people, because you're going to be teaching what you're doing and other people are going to be teaching what they're doing. It's going to be a synergistic way for us to reconnect or connect and actually help each other in the mastermind to help you get what exactly it is that you want. Don't let one thing stop everything. It's going to happen in life. Realize that God's delays aren't God's denials. Every day, when you think no one's watching, someone's watching. You have a choice. Just do it. Get to that starting line. You want to become a runner? Start running. You want to become a writer? Write. You want to become a computer programmer? Learn code. You want to be a better friend? Be a better friend. You want better people in your life? Be better to other people. It's the way it works. It's so simple and so easy for you to do the right thing. You just got to not worry about what other people have to say and do about your future. It's entirely up to you. If you have a setback, go to the drawing board, write things out. Use the blueprint as an example. Get into that blueprint and write down what it is that you want. RPM, results, purpose, meaning. What is it that you want out of your life and where do you want to go? Because the time is now. As crazy and as fucked up as everything is right now on the planet, now is your time to contribute to the greater good. Get that level of consciousness up to the next level by applying yourself, by taking action, by doing the things necessary for you to be a good dude on this planet. That's what it's all about. And if you're part of my inner circle, the No Comfort Zone, there's no bullshit. It's straight up. We do what we do because we want to be better, because when shit hits the fan, when it really hits the fan, it's not the loudest person. It's not the most emotional person. It's not even the most passionate person. It's the person who has the ability to know what the hell is going on and where to take you. And I cannot tell you enough. There's not enough people on the planet to do that. More people need to show up. I talked about it in one of my other podcasts. 98% of the people will do this and do that, run, fear, cower away. There's 2% that'll stand up. When I go to training seminars and I would train people, I learned this from Tom Hopkins, old school. Dan, when you actually go out and you do training, you're going to realize this. You're going to realize that 98% of the people out there don't even care. They're there because they have to. They're just going through the motions. They're in the routine of life. The 2% are the ones that are going to take this information, just like you are today. They're going to indelibly inscribe it in their mind, and they're going to master this information, and they're going to use it to benefit other people. So holy shit, that's a lot of information to take in. Tom Hopkins at a seminar said that to me. Crazy thing is, my mentor, one of them in the business, Paul Cummings, I worked for him for a short period. I learned a ton about speaking and stuff like that. It was a pretty volatile relationship, and he was a good mentor, and he was very hard, but ethically, just kind of different wavelengths on where we were at. But I did learn a lot about public speaking. I did learn a lot about salesmanship, and I also learned something about integrity when I was working for him. And I'll tell you this. I will tell you this from the bottom of my heart, from every core fiber in my being. Nobody cares how much you know until they know how much you care. And I believe that is a quote. I don't even know who that quote's from. That's embarrassing. Zig Ziglar? Maybe it was Zig Ziglar. I hope it was. So you got to understand that. I believe that in my heart. no one's going to care what you know until they know how much you care. And I do care about you because it comes down to this. Your family, your friends, your employer, your customers, everybody is counting on you to do the right thing. Don't let a small mishap or a little bit of adversity slow things down or stop you from being the person that you know you are. I am 8 feet tall and bulletproof. I am twisted steel and sex appeal. I manifest my personal greatness every day, every time, without fail, no exceptions. I am extremely passionate about positivity. I love my life and I love the people in it because I choose for them to be in it. And I want the same for you. I'll say it over and over again. When you realize how comfortable you are and you make a decision on where you want to go in your life and you know you're going to have to get uncomfortable, I challenge you. I believe in you. I know that you're worthy. You're worthwhile. The best part of your life is coming. You have to make that choice. Now's the time for you to choose to get out of your comfort zone and live on purpose.
Say goodbye.
Want more of the No Comfort Zone? You can follow Dan on Instagram and Twitter at NoComfortZone1.
Bye.
Or on the web at thenocomfortzone.com.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to the No Comfort Zone podcast.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.